Hello and welcome back to Soul Path Dreaming. It's been a while since I have recorded a video where you have actually seen my face, so I thought maybe today we would do the card reading like this. So if you are new here, welcome. If you are here following me from any of my social media platforms, thank you for following me. I cannot do what I do without you. So that being said, as you may know, if you do follow me from any social media platform, that this is the pile with the least votes from the pick-a-cards, pick-a-pile. But before I start that, if you have not liked or subscribed to this channel, please feel free to do that now. Second of all, I just want to reiterate what it is that I do. I am a dream seer. I have the ability to go into the dream space to help you find clarity and healing from your higher self and your guides. So, I do that through the power of intention that we work on together. And then I dream for you for about 3 days. I do offer a mini where that is only 1 day. And I recommend that everybody do the 3-day. There's this really pretty bluebird. If you guys know me, when I do my lives, I'm very squirrely and I'm not professional. I like to be my authentic self, as I feel everybody should. If you don't resonate with authentic self, then this is not for you. But if you do, I'm grateful. Please let me turn this around. Oh, I don't know if y'all saw. There's a really pretty bluebird. Okay, let's start the reading. So, if you'd like to book a dream reading, the link for that or my email is in the description box below. Today we have some interesting cards that came out. The way that I read cards is not like any kind of tarot reader that I've ever seen. I try to use tarot cards as guidance, and I try to use them as a way to do my inner work instead of using them as the ability to see the future. I do that in my sleep. So let's start this reading. If you are sitting down or you are standing and you are able to do so, really sit in. If you're sitting, sit into your hips. Allow your hips to feel the surface beneath it. Let it sink in as you rise up. Take a couple of deep breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you are standing, put your hands on your hips. Allow your feet to really feel the ground. Allow your feet to really connect in with wherever you are. If you are driving, please just listen. And let's follow along. So let's take a couple of deep breaths. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. The last breath, try to hold for a little bit longer. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The first card is the Toad card, and this is from the Terra Oracle deck. I love this book. There's like over 100 different animals. Actually, I'm lying to you. There are 208 animals in this book, and the way that it works is they talk about each couple of different things, for like four or five different paragraphs: the ecosystem, how they mate, how they work, and then it gives a quote. And yeah, so let's just start with this one, the toad. So the toad's word that it is associated with is greed. Now that doesn't really sound like a pleasant word. So how do you have greed in your life? That's how we're going to use this. Everybody has greed in their life. Everybody has that hoarding of emotions. So that's what we're going to work with. That's how I feel intuitively that this card is talking about. Of course, we are going to read it from the book. If you are new here, I read all of the little blurbs that the authors write because some people need that. So this card says greed. I feel that the toad is really trying to convey, how do we hold on and keep all of this, or hoarding onto our emotions. In a sense, hoarding is greed because you're not sharing it with anybody. You're not allowing it to flow. You're just allowing it to stay in your bodies and fields. But let's see what our... Oh, today they're telling me to talk about this. So it comes with this really cute book, or pamphlet, but the spirit is saying, read what it says on here. Excuse me. Hoarding, lacking, need versus want, distraction, craving, emptiness, envy, longing, or superfluous. Greed. So those are some words that talk about greed. We're just going to find where I am drawn to in the book. The more, the scarier. Sometimes greed stems from the feeling of not good enough. The toad feels threatened and afraid. It puffs up its body to look big and scary. Are you adding unnecessary layers as a defense mechanism? Could all the extra stuff be barriers between you and the world around you? Greed is not a trait particular to those who have lost their way. We all participate in it. We all get caught up in the desires to serve only us. What's important is that you catch them as soon as they... Sorry, there was a fly on me. What's important is that you catch them as they come, so you can differentiate what is genuinely needed from what... Well, a huge piece of wood just came falling down. I have to start that sentence for a third time. What's important is that you catch them as they come, so you can differentiate what's genuinely needed from what you merely want. And the quote is, if more of us valued food, cheer, and song above hoarding gold, above hoarded gold, it would be a merrier world. From J.R. Tolkien and The Hobbit. So this is kind of what I just started talking about. When we hold in all of these emotions that aren't necessarily true for us, they're limited beliefs, honestly. How can we say to ourselves that this emotion needs to be let go? When you hoard in a lot of things, or if you are in a house that has a lot of clutter because it is hoarding a lot of things, even a house that's clean that has a lot of built up resentment or built up emotion that's maybe not okay, you feel that energy when you walk into that house. You feel that disarray, as opposed to walking into a house that has clean flowing energy, because the people that live there are very clean, and not clean as in like they take showers, or clean like they're holier than thou. Clean as in their bodies and fields are cleared every single day. They clear their energy. The next card is Salmon, discomfort. Salmon, discomfort. So everybody knows, or at least everybody does, I think, know, that salmon, they swim upstream in order to spawn. So that can be discomfort. But I think what I feel the discomfort in this card is talking about when it's being paired with toad, it is talking about how uncomfortable it must feel, or you feel discomfort when you are hoarding all of this unnecessary energy that needs to be let go. So let's read what it says in the book. Oh, get off me, spider. Every time I sit here, there's 50 million spiders on me. I'm not your mama. Okay. Bet you that was one that crawled down my back. Mission impossible. The salmon exemplifies preserving through discomfort, better than most any creature on earth. This fish makes an impossible journey to get back to fresh water. Fresh water were born in. By fighting the rushing falls, the salmon has no choice but to hurl themselves over the water, swimming against the current to return home. Making attempt after attempt, they don't give up until they get over it. This card acknowledges discomfort that you are in, or soon will face. Don't give up. Be persistent as the salmon. You are swimming upstream. It shouldn't be easy, but rest assured, it should feel as though you are experiencing discomfort, but that you are soon heading into the right direction. So, when you recognize that maybe you have a lot of feelings that aren't necessarily yours, or that you are hoarding a lot of unnecessary feelings or energies, that you have energies in your bodies and fields that really aren't for you, and it's time for you to let them go, or you want to move up in alignment for yourself, otherwise known as you would like to heal yourself, you would like to be different, you would like to no longer feel stuck, stagnant, right? Complacent. So you have to allow yourself to be uncomfortably comfortable. You have to allow yourself the discomfort that is healing. When a person decides to up-level or heal themselves, they are uncomfortable. There is nothing exciting about entering into a voided-like space where the unknown is larger than the known. So keep that in mind. The next card is the card. Oh, it's just too many bugs, guys. Too many bugs. Okay, the Tree of Life. We are one. The Tree of Life is an archetype of oneness and connectivity, the eccentric network of creatures on Earth. It represents our complex family structure and connects our soul-bound bodies to the underworld and the heavens above. It has even served as a symbol of immortality. As you live, consider your legacy and how you would like to leave this planet upon exit. Are there things that you have left undone? People you need to contact? What things can you do to support the now and future growth? So that's asking you to recognize I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I have to be sorry, but somebody's going to be offended, so I'm sorry. I'm sure they're looking for their keys right now, trying to stop it. Back to this tree of life. We are one. When you recognize that this discomfort is not only just felt by you, it's felt by everybody. When you choose to heal yourself, that healing is then felt by everyone. Everyone around you notices this subtle change that you have. Everyone around you notices that your frequency is different. And that's okay. And however you need to let go of whatever the greed, the toad, is that you're feeling, that's okay. Whether that be cleaning, cleansing, crying, exercising, having a simple change in the way you do your day-to-day life, or just even like moving your energy around. I'm a big advocate for rearranging your house every once in a while because that energy gets stuck there. So, whatever you got to do. The next card is from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck, and it is card 15 for my numbers people, and it says the Ivory Swan Goddess. The Ivory Swan Goddess. Oh, wrong book, Becca. So I hope that this is making sense. This is not, usually my YouTube videos are really short, so they're not as long as when I go live. Okay. The Ivory Swan Goddess speaks of spiritual grace and purity. The purity of your soul light never fades, beloved. Release guilt, shame, judgment, or fear that you are not enough in any way, so that you may realize beauty. Be more of yourself and shine your divine essence into this world. So again, where is your guilt, your shame, your judgment, your fear? All of those are ways that we hold on to things. We just hoard them inside of us. And that is essentially what greed is. It's saying that I'm not good enough. I need to be better. But is it being better for the right reasons? When you choose to change your mind frame from these limited beliefs into a more limitless belief, that becomes a little uncomfortable, but it is worth it because you are giving life to a newer version of you. And that's always okay. It means that we are changing our frequency. We're raising the awareness inside of ourselves. There's a squirrel over there. And other people see that and then they raise their own awareness. Okay. As you choose to let shame simply be feeling and let go. As you choose to let shame simply be a feeling and let it go, as you choose not to empower judgment, condemnation, or criticism of self by you or by... There's a spider on my back, guys. I can feel it crawling on me. Oof. Becca. Oof. Now I lost my train of thought. Sorry, guys. If you knew me in real life, you would know this is how I am. I can't be anything else less than who I am. As you choose to let shame simply be a feeling and let it go, as you choose not to empower judgment, condemnation, or criticism of self by you or by any other, you are walking the path of remembering the essential soul purity of all. So if you follow me on my social media platforms, you know that a big thing that comes through the dream space when I do dream for people is that oftentimes your spirit guide will say, remember thyself. This meaning your soul self, versions of you that you have forgotten, because Every time we incarnate this world, we get bombarded with limited beliefs so that we don't remember ourselves. This is a peaceful, joyful path. You become capable of seeing the gods and goddesses shining out at you in the most unlikely of people, situations, and experiences. You are open to receiving the grace that beloved Kuan Yin shares with you now to help you live a more joyful, in such a state of spiritual remembrance. Allow her to bless you with her grace as you remember your spiritual purity of your own being, free from taint, judgment, or flaw. So, Kuan Yin is just essentially an archetype that is supposed to embody like the Holy Mother, or the highest, purest compassion of the divine feminine. So when we take that compassionate, loving feeling, it allows us to become more creative. It adds joy to our life. It adds a peacefulness so that when we are experiencing discomfort, we recognize that more people are trying to swim upstream as well to get to a place where they feel connected. We're always trying to find the others. At least I'd like to think so. And you recognize what another person's frequency is. So when you recognize your own soul, your own vibration, when you come across a person who fills you with joy and happiness, your soul recognizes that. And the last card for today is card 56, Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. So I don't have the book for this card, so I just always do my own interpretation. I feel this card talks about a lot of things, but I really connect it to similar to as we're all one. Each person that is on this spider's web is connected. Every person, place, thing, happening that we have experienced as people is part of that web. It is part of our spiritual pathway, and we choose how big to make our web. So we can start small, take it down, make a new one, take it down, make a new one. It really just depends on how you want your essential home to feel like. It says, make your dreams real. Pay attention to what your desires are. Pay attention to what makes you feel uncomfortable. Why does it make you feel uncomfortable? Do you have a fear wrapped around that uncomfortableness? Is there something holding you back that you could say to yourself, not today, I am going to do better today. I am going to allow this discomfort to help me become reborn. So on that note, let's take 3 more breaths to call back and let whatever happened during the reading, whatever resonated, whatever didn't resonate, to let that go back down into the earth, and we can go about our day. So on the count of 3, we say thank you. We say thank you to our guides. We say thank you to Creator, Source, Spirit, God, whatever you choose to call him, her, and we just say thank you. 1, 2, 3. One more time, we say thank you. 1, 2, 3. The last time. Appreciate your flaws. Understand that they're there. Let them go if they're not serving you. Allow yourself to be reborn in the energy of the purest of pure, which is love and compassion. Unconditional love. 1, 2, 3. So on that note, guys, I'm going to go. If you found this content helpful, If you like this content, please like and subscribe. If you'd like to book a dream reading with me, you can email me. That will be in the description box below, or you can find me on Facebook at Soul Path Dreaming. And you can book a reading through Soul Path Dreaming there. So on Facebook. That being said, I'm going to go. Namaste.